Hey guys, Luke Ellis here, CEO of Rivera Capital. One of the things we want to talk about today is the rise of the sub-institutional investor or buyer. Lately, we've seen a lot of noise come out in the marketplace. Not only has there been a lot more private equity firms kind of formed during COVID that have come out, there's also the rise of SMB Twitter folks and search funder and individuals looking to try to buy a company as an entrepreneurship through acquisition process. What this has created, we think, for sellers and buyers to know is that the marketplace has become much more noisy in the last 4 to 5 years. There's a lot of guys out there that get on SMB Twitter, and sorry, SMB Twitter folks, you're full of shit. You can't go buy a business with 100% seller financing or no cash down, or it's very, very difficult. It's very difficult for an individual alone, even if they're a very savvy buyer or seller, to go out and source their own deal these days, just due to how much noise there is out there. We talk to a lot of different brokers, bankers, M&A advisors, who, quite frankly, say that they try to avoid any individual reaching out, which may be a business owner who's technically a strategic as well if they don't properly identify themselves to that broker. And so, one of the things we've been telling our clients is that you got to read through that noise, and there's just a lot more static things going on in the marketplace that makes it harder to make a decision on how to get a deal done. And so one of the things that we try to do with not only our sellers and our buyers is we try to get them to work with us in the context that we can reach out to a lot of these other parties because we have prior relationships, and because it allows us they know that our clients are paying our fees or paying us to find them the deal, or vice versa. If you're on the sell side, we know how to vet and look for these individuals that may be causing too much static in your sale process. So this has been a new development in the last 4 or 5 years relative to how the deal game used to be, and so I wanted to make sure I noted that and talked about it a little bit. If you are an individual having trouble sourcing a deal, feel free to reach out. If you're a seller thinking about selling and want to know what that looks like, feel free to call us. And as always, stay tuned for our next episode when we try to talk about more M&A stuff and more economic stuff. Thanks a bunch.